Hey there YouTube, this is just another part of that video that I uploaded not too long ago. Alright, and this is going to be some explaining on the tower design here that we're going to be working on. As of now, I do have one more of these I'm going to try to get. So I have at least 50 foot of this. This is 10 foot sections here. I've got 3 of those, and the top piece here ain't exactly 10 foot. It's probably about 9 foot section. Maybe even 6. I'd have to measure it because it is definitely shorter than those pieces, but those are 10 foot sections. Things to go and think about when you're putting up a tower, depending on how high you're going to go. I'm wanting to go 60 foot. I like to have room maybe for an 80 footer if possible, maybe even taller. So what we're going to do is this. Obviously the turbine ain't going to set here because if I'm 60 feet, we do have power lines that we have to think about. And we don't, if for some reason the tower were to go down, you wouldn't want to get into your power lines because then you owe your power company money for tearing up their power lines. So we do not want that to happen. So obviously the turbine tower probably will not be feasible to put that turbine here. So what we're going to do is get a long string, be a 60 foot string, or however tall your tower is going to be, get a string like that and make it another maybe 20 foot longer. And see where your center point is, where your tower is going to stand at. Nail it through the ground. Walk to the edge of your string and walk around like in a circle just to see what obstructions would be in the way if you lower, raise and lower your tower, or if it were to fall down. I'm going to have it closer to my home, so we're going to hope that it doesn't fall towards my home and tear up my home, but that could be a possibility. So you have that to think about as well. So we're going to think about where we're going to place this turbine tower and how everything's going to be set up. I'd love to set it up close to my shed. That's not a good idea because if it were to fall down, you're going to tear things up. So we're looking out. This is where I want to put my garden at. Alright. There is going to be a small fence here for the kids and animals, dogs and stuff. So what we're going to do, we're probably going to bring the turbine as far away from the power line as we can, which will probably be more on this area here. Because we don't really want to be too far from the shed. Because, further away you are, the more line you're going to have to run. So, what we're going to do is we might get a little bit further. We might drop it around about in this area, and we'll walk our circle. We definitely want to stay away from the power. And then you also got to think of your solar panels and where those are going to be at as well. You don't want your turbine, interfering with your solar panels because of the shadowing. So we might go ahead and bring this tower closer to the shed for that reason. That way the panels can be in front of the tower. So I mean, you got to think, where are you going to put this at? What other items you're going to have in your yard, be it your solar panels, things like that. So that's what we're going to be working on next. We're going to be planning on where this tower is going to go. And, I might bring it up here closer to the shed. I really like to have it further away. But, granted, I do have 2 acres. I can put it wherever I want to out here. But also my cable run is what I got to worry about. So we might end up, I don't know, that's a high point there. I could possibly use that, but I like to use as much flat as I can because your guy lines, you don't really want to change those. So when you lower it down, your guy lines you won't have to do anything with. You just raise it and you're done. Your guy lines will still be tight. You lower it, guy lines will be where they need to be. So that's what we're going to be working on. Alright, those are the videos that are going to be coming up from me digging the holes, pouring the rebar, putting the rebar, concrete, mounting attachments. Same way with the anchors. We're going to have mounting holes dug, concrete poured, and places attached to guy lines. Alright guys, that's just to give you an update on what I'm going to be doing here in the future. Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe. Talk to you guys later.